Can you sense the ground shifting beneath you? The sky spinning as a red tail swipes the stars. Everything is changing. They told us the heavens were cold and dead, that love was just an injection of hormones and instincts, that the fairies were our ancestors' delusions. They convinced us art was the framing of random facts and objects. They told us our stories and rituals were only power games and superstitions. They mocked, they derided, they dissected. You can't try to kill all the gods. The old gods are coming back, and not even the interesting old gods, but those darker gods, the one that don't have clear identities, those strange hybrid monsters. They're the ones that are crawling back into the world first. And as artists, we have an opportunity because we know the story, especially as Christian artists. We know the story. We know the story of the world. We know what happens next. There's always a spark hidden in the darkness. There's always a lit candle in that darkest place. Because without that lit candle, things simply do not exist. The Word of God is hidden in creation. And it is our job to find it. And it is our job as artists to help the world see that flicker. And there is an opportunity, because a strange thing is happening in culture. As Christianity is being evacuated from the public sphere, as our story is being tossed aside, it is nonetheless filling the world at the same time. And this is a mystery that even a few decades ago, people could not see. The strange mystery of death. The strange mystery of Christ entering in the tomb. We have the opportunity of seeing it happen right now. Because as the Christian story is being evacuated, we are noticing all of a sudden these small sparkles are starting to appear hidden in the cavern walls. And we see the story of Christ in the strangest places. We see some stupid superhero movie where the superhero falls to the ground and dies and then rises again. And we see another strange popular story coming up of someone sacrificing themselves for others, giving themselves for the weakest. We see twisted versions. It is a weight that we have to carry as artists. It is a very daunting responsibility that we have right now as the world descends into darkness, that we are the ones that can point those little sparks, those small lights, those twisted versions of the true light, that we are the ones who can point it back to the one true light and origin of our world. I want to give you that challenge, to jump into that story. To not think that the story of Christ is just the story we believe in to be saved, but to truly jump into that story and realize that that story, it is the story of creation, it is the story of how things exist, is the fullest manifestation of every other story that have been told since the beginning of time. And so it is our responsibility to jump into that and to redistribute it to the world in ways that point towards that great story.